morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
And we are back. We continue our program with our interview with Miss Kiana Jones, the proud business owner of Treasured Sweets, and to her perfection. She will be doing a jolly drive for the Christmas time. Yes, right? So we'll start off a little bit with Kiana telling us a little bit about her business. So give us a little bit of background on the two business ventures that you have going.
So To Her Perfection is my baby. That was my first baby because I love to do hair. And Treasured Sweets became my second baby when I realized I love to do baking as well. I'm very skillful, I'm very talented. So these two businesses are my babies. I cherish them a lot.
It's so nice to know that you are skilled and you know where to apply your skills, right? So you are a hairdresser and a baker, right? So let's move straight into it, right? So tell us a little bit about the Jolly Drive initiative.
So Jolly Drive, it's a hamper drive, right? It's my hamper drive that I use through my businesses to make families happy. I love to see people happy. I love to see people smile. And I know how hard it could be in these times. And last year I didn't get to do it and I was very disappointed in myself. It's something that I try to do every year because the last year that I did it, when I saw these families smiling, when I saw them, some of them were crying, it brought a lot of joy to me. So this drive is something that I'm really, really working hard towards. It's going to be bigger than all the other drives. It's actually going to be a back-to-school drive, a Christmas drive, and a toy drive. So it's three things in one.
All in one.
Yes.
Wow. All right. So why did you think it was best to start this venture? I know you just mentioned that we in hard times. I mean, we just came out of a very major, this huge pandemic, and it caused a lot of economic crisis for a lot of families. So why did you think it best to start this drive, and does it have anything to do with that?
So yes, it has a lot to do with that. As a child growing up, I always got what I wanted from my parents. They fully support me, so I never had it hard. But going out there and seeing how hard some persons have it, it gave me the inspiration to just do this, like help persons. This is what I love to actually love to help persons. I love kids, so me going out there and seeing families smiling, it's the best thing that I could ask for.
Right. So you told us that it's not a new initiative, that you've done this before, right? So how long have you been doing the Jolly Drive?
So this will be the third year.
The third year.
Yes. The first time I did it, it wasn't as big. It was just 3 families. And then the second year that I did it, I did 8 hampers. And those families were so happy. It had persons that called me after and I really couldn't give it to them, but I wanted to. So this year we're trying to make it bigger and better so that anyone that called me and needs assistance, I would be able to help them.
So you have increased the amount of hampers
that
you can
this
distribute.
Year. So I'm going for at least 20 hampers.
All right. So the first time you did it, right? Was it the same format as this year? Okay, let's start with how did you go about distributing these hampers?
So the first time I did it, I actually asked my granny, you know anybody that need help? And she actually gave me 3 families out of the church. The second time that I did it, I came on Tobago Updates, and after the interview, my phone was off the hook. Families were calling, they need assistance. Persons from Trinidad and all were calling. But I mean, I can't go to Trinidad, but I wish I could have. But when I come on the show, when I advertise, persons reach out to me. So that's my way of trying to reach out to these families. That's my strategy of reaching out to these families.
So your format took awareness on Tobago Updates. After that, you had some blow up on your phone, and from there you knew where to go ahead with the distribution, right? I hope that in the future, as your business grows, because you said you moved from 8 and you're doing much more this year, that you can actually venture to Trinidad. Yeah, that is my hope for you. Is the initial format similar to the one that you'll be doing this year? Are you expecting calls, or you have a list of families already lined up?
No, I'm expecting calls. I have my list, but I still want to see persons reach out to me and tell me about their situation so I could see how best I could help them. It's always, if anyone knows of anybody that needs help, you could call me. They will put my contact on the screen. Just call me and tell me of these families, their situations, and I will do my best to help them for this Christmas.
Okay, so when you first started the Jolly Drive, what type of response did you receive from the public?
It was great. It was great. Everybody wanted to help. Everybody wanted to help. I wouldn't say that the response was negative. It was very positive. Very, very positive.
So we know that the initiative is coming from your two businesses. That is, I'm going to repeat them again, To Her Perfection and Treasured Sweets, right? But we as the public who is seeing you in this very effective initiative for this time, how can we help? Can we donate to the drive? What can we do?
Yes, so persons could donate to the drive. As I said, they will put my contact on the screen again. So you will call me and you could donate anything you want to donate. I'm not the person to tell you what to donate. Whatever you feel like donating, we will accept it.
So you said it's a back to school,
Christmas toy drive.
Wow. So if we have toys, we could bring it.
If you have toys, you could bring it. If you have books, you could bring it. If you have school bags, you could bring it. If you have drinks, you could bring it. Anything you could bring.
If I have a Christmas ham, I could throw it in the hamper as well.
Yes, because the hampers do carry hams.
Right. In terms of toiletries for the young ladies and things like that, you're welcoming the wide range. All right. So you said back to school, Christmas, and the toy drive. Are you, well, from the songs, to me, it sounds as though you're targeting children, but is it only children that you'll be targeting?
No, so basically the hamper is for the parents. That is for them to provide for their family.
Right.
The toys is just something that I did it the last year that I did the hamper drive, I actually went and I bought toys and I just said, okay, let me just try to see how the kids would react. And these kids were so excited. They just saw the toy, they never saw nothing else. They just saw the toys and that was it. They didn't want to see anything else.
They didn't want to see anything
else. Yeah, they didn't want to see anything else. So I said, okay, this year, because it's families that the families that I cater to is families that is wide. They have a lot of kids and such. Single parents and all I cater for. So everything will tie back in because, they're going back out to school in January. Right. Some parents might want to buy bags. Some parents might need to get a little more books. So everything it's going to tie back in and help these families a lot.
Right.
In ways they didn't even imagine.
Right. So we have the books that they could bring. They could bring bags in good repair, of course.
Yes, please.
We also have the items that they could donate, the Christmas items and the toys, which would make the children's Christmas very enjoyable, right? That's what we're hoping for. All right, so we're moving a little bit back into your business itself, right? Obviously, when we have new business ventures, etc., these things are normally, they have their challenges, right? We know that you are an e-business, you are online, focused online. This is where we make appointments and these things. What challenges have you faced in terms of the operation?
So both businesses have different challenges. Where with here is a task.
I know.
It's a task. Sometimes it's hard, especially when I do here included specials, persons not showing up. It's very hard, I would say, but at the end of it all, as a young entrepreneur, I would say I have to push through. Ignore everything that's going on, all the negative stuff, and just focus on the positive, and you will make it through. I know there are a lot of young persons out there thinking that they can't do it, but push through. You could do it.
All right, so thank you for that advice for those young people, because you can see Miss Jones is very young herself, so she's in the best position to advise you, right? So as we're wrapping up, right, just let us know, well, you told us how you could deal with the challenges. Let us know about the Jolly Drive business. How can persons donate, and how can you be contacted?
Right, so to contact me, I have two numbers. You could either call 742-6919 or you could call 479-2372. You could either message my business page, which is To Her Perfection, or Treasured Sweets TT.
All right, Miss Kiana Jones, thank you for joining us this morning on our Tobago Updates show. Thank you for leaving your contact information. That will be on the screen for those of you who are willing to donate to this cause. Thank you so much, viewers, for joining us on Tobago Updates. I would like you to stay with us as we move on to GMT with Miss Jackson. Before I go, I just want to remind you to share the live, share the live, share the live.